Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2026. We are officially 2 months into the new year and I am ready to make my 2026 vision board. I know it's technically a little late to be making a 2026 vision board, but better late than never is what I like to say. So we're doing it today. The reason I'm doing it now instead of at the beginning of the year is because I do usually do vision boards at the beginning of every year. Like I did one last year, I did it the year before that, and probably the year before that. And I just usually make a little collage on Canva and then I forget about them in a month. I'll set them as like my wallpaper, but I never look at my wallpaper even though it's like my phone and I look at my phone every 2 seconds. I never look at the wallpaper. I don't know. I'd forget about it. It wouldn't even do anything. Wasn't beneficial. Yada, yada, yada. So originally I was going to just skip the whole vision board this year, but I randomly stumbled upon a podcast episode by Mel Robbins with Dr. Tara Swart. She is insanely smart neuroscientist, and she talked about vision boards on that podcast episode. And she just talked about manifesting your life and having something physical where you see it and it literally like has no other option but to come true. So I was inspired and I immediately thought, I want to make a vision board. So that is what we will be doing. Before we can get to assembling the whole vision board, we have to figure out what our vision for this year is. So I'm going to do a little bit of journaling, a little self-reflecting, figure out like what do I really want to accomplish this year? Why do I want to accomplish these things? Is it something I'm willing to work for and accomplish? Yeah, that'll help us get in the right direction and it'll help us get in the right mindset for when we put together the vision board and do all the fun things like finding the pictures, printing them out, assembling them. So here I have my very handy journal. Love her so much. She holds a lot of my deep dark secrets. But today we will be using it to figure out what it is I truly want in this life. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now that we have figured out all of our goals and dreams and big aspirations for this year and wrote them down in our notebook, now it's time to find the photos. So of course I'm using Pinterest, my dear friend, and we're just going to find any photos that have to do with our goals for this year. So whether that's a literal image of someone getting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, or it's just a nice photo that you like the vibe of and it kind of emulates the vibe that you're going for this year. Whatever it is, there's no rhyme or reason, just any photos that will motivate you or inspire you for this upcoming year. We're just going to pin them all to a board on Pinterest and then we will print them out. Get cozy. I have my trusty Destinito here because it's so soft and squishy. And of course I have Lottie too. She's kind of going ham on that toy though. So we're gonna get cozy and find some pins. Okay, now that we found a bunch of photos from Pinterest, it is now time to put them on a Google Doc and print them out. It says I have 46 pins, which is a lot of photos, so I'm probably just gonna go through them and pick like my absolute favorite ones that really speak to me, and then put them on a Google Doc and print them out. Welcome to my floor. We've got all my images printed out, and now I'm just going to cut them up. While I cut them up, I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit more about my vision board, the science behind vision boards and stuff like that. For my vision board, I chose a bunch of different pictures. Some of them were very obvious what my goal is, like with these ones where it's like 100K subscribers. It's kind of like, obviously my goal is to get 100,000 subscribers, which you might also be thinking, Olivia, you're insane. There's no way you're getting 100,000 subscribers. I posted for about 3 or 4 years, and I only have 10 videos maybe. So obviously I'm not going to get a lot of subscribers, but I think for having only posted 10 videos and still posting very inconsistently, I think 200 subscribers is a pretty good amount. Obviously my goal this year is to post a lot more consistently. There's definitely going to be a lot more posts. So subscribe, stay tuned so you can see all those. Back to what I was saying. You're probably thinking 100,000 subscribers is way too big of a goal. You're not gonna get 100,000 subscribers, so why would you even try? Why not just do, oh, my goal this year is gonna be 10,000 subscribers. Well, let me tell you, that was almost my goal. I was thinking about it and I was, I really want 100,000 subscribers. That would be really cool. But then I was like, okay, think a little bit more realistically. By the end of this year, I could definitely have 10,000 subscribers. And then I was like, well, maybe we could make it like 50,000. Just give myself a few extra, but no. My favorite saying right now is reach for the stars, land on the moon. Let me explain. The higher you set your goal, the higher your end result will most likely be. If your goal is 10,000 subscribers, then you're only gonna work for 10,000 subscribers. But if your goal is something kind of crazy, like 100,000 subscribers, then you're gonna put in the work to get 100,000 subscribers. Now, will you get 100,000 subscribers? Maybe not. But all this work that you've put in to try and get 100,000 subscribers got you 50,000 subscribers. So it's more than you would have got if your end goal was something small, like 10,000 subscribers. So my favorite way to set goals is you sit down, you're figuring out your goals, and you decide to do 10,000 subscribers. Now you want to ask yourself, how do I make this goal impossible? So that's my goal setting tip. The more impossible you make your goal, the more you'll achieve, and I stand by that. Another thing I want to touch on that I kind of already did, but not really, is to explain the science behind vision boards. So basically, it's the whole phenomenon of when you think about red cars, you'll see more red cars. So if your dream car is a red car, and so you're constantly thinking about red cars, you're constantly looking at red cars on the internet and stuff, then when you're out and about in daily life, you will start seeing so many more red cars than when you weren't actively thinking about red cars. If you've never tried it, try it. Your brain likes to filter out what it deems unnecessary. And so your brain used to think, oh, we don't need to notice every single red car we see on the street. When you're actively thinking about red cars, then your brain is like, okay, red cars are important. Every time we see a red car, we're gonna really notice it. That's the science behind vision boards, is your brain is now going to notice everything that you put on your vision board. Basically just a way to manifest your dream life. This is just a funner, more creative way to do it. Anyways, I have like 10 minutes to get this done before I have to leave. So I don't think I'll get this finished today, which means I might have to come back to y'all in a hot second. Okay, you guys, it is a few days later. I have been in Idaho for the past 2 days, so I haven't been able to work on my vision board, but I just got back and I finished cutting out all of my papers. So we have all my papers ready for my vision board. So I don't think I've shown you guys this yet, but this will be my vision board. It's like a little cork board. I thought it would be nice because then I can put things on, but then I can also add things, take away things, depending on how the year is going. You know, once I accomplish something, I can add a picture of me actually doing it, etc., etc. And then we also have some super cute pins, like these bow pins, and then just some black and white and clear ones, some basic guys. Let's open her up. Do a little unboxing. And again, ooh, are these pins? Okay, so here is our cork board. And then it also came with things to set it up. We are just gonna start putting these pictures on here. I have a lot of pictures. I don't think I realized how many pictures I have. But we'll probably add some ribbon. I have some ribbon to add to it. I have some extra little fun stuff that we could also add to decorate it, zhuzh it up a bit. But yeah, let's get to corkboarding. Okay, I have everything laid out in kind of generally where I want it to be for now. And then now it's time to start pinning it down and really solidifying these goals and visions for my life. Completed vision board. So cute. I'm literally in love. I love the little gold bows, and I added this little bow here. I added the word create in stickers because that's my word of the year. I just want to be super creative, create more than I consume, create memories, create good habits, all of that fun stuff. This is how I'm hoping my 2026 ends up looking, because it looks very nice. I mean, look at her. So now I'm gonna go hang this up. I think I'm gonna hang it up right there, because they say to hang it up by your bed. You're supposed to hang it up by your bed so that you see it every night and every morning. So I'll probably go put it over there, and then I'll show you guys the final reveal. Here she is on my wall. I hung it up all by myself, and I'm literally so proud of myself because it's like so straight and so nice. Here's what it looks like when you walk into my room. You're like, oh my gosh, what is this? It's so cute. And it's my little vision board. I'm literally in love with it so freaking much. This is where I'm going to be ending the video because we finished my 2026 vision board. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are making a vision board right now, I wish you the best of luck. It looks so freaking cute, and you are going to accomplish everything you want to this year. All your dreams are gonna come true. I can feel it in my bones. Let's manifest our dream lives together. I will see you in the next one. Bye.